Today we're going to learn how to use the distributive property. To use the distributive property, we need to be able to write this sum, 30 plus 72, as a product of the greatest common factor of those two numbers times another sum. In order to do that, the first thing we need to do is figure out what the greatest common factor is. In order to do that, we're going to use our factor ladder. We'll place both numbers inside our ladder and find a prime number that can go into both of them. So I need to find a prime number that can go into both 30 and 72. Since they're both even, I'm going to start with the number 2. The 2 goes on the outside of the ladder. We then have to divide both of the numbers on the inside of the ladder by the number on the outside. 30 divided by 2 is 15. 72 divided by 2 is 36. I then have to ask myself the same question. Is there a prime number that can go into both 15 and 36? Yes, the prime number 3 can go into both 36 and 15. Again, we're going to divide both numbers on the inside of my ladder by the prime number 3. 15 divided by 3 will give me 5. 36 divided by 3 will give me 12. Again, I ask myself, is there any prime number that can go into both 5 and 12? In this case, the answer is no, and I'm done. To find the greatest common factor of the numbers 30 and 72, I will take the two numbers on the outside of my ladder and multiply them together. In this case, the greatest common factor is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Once I know the greatest common factor, that number will go on the outside of my parentheses. What is left underneath my ladder, the 5 and the 12, are what will go inside of my parentheses. Since the distributive property says it's a product of the greatest common factor plus another sum, I need to put an addition sign between 5 and 12. Remember, sum means addition. I have now used the distributive property. I can check my answer. Well, I'm going to use the order of operations to solve what this would be. The order of operations says I do what is inside the parentheses first. In this case, I have 5 plus 12. 5 plus 12 is 17. I will bring down what is left. In this case, it's a 6 on the outside of parentheses. If you have a number on the outside of parentheses and there's no sign, it's a multiplication problem. This is asking you what is 6 times 17. I'm thinking, what is 6 times 17? The answer to that question is 102. If I did this right, this will match the sum up here. What is 30 plus 72? 30 plus 72 is 102. Since my numbers match, this distributive property is correct. Hope this helps. If not, don't forget to ask your teacher.